The perfection of wisdom in a few words. Homage to all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Thus have I heard at one time. The Lord dwelt at Rajagriha on the Vulture Peak, seated on the glorious lion throne, together with a large gathering of monks, with 1,250 monks, with hundreds of thousands of Nayutas of Kotis of Bodhisattvas, surrounded and revered by thousands of Nayutas of Kotis of gods, that is, the world guardians and others. Thereupon, the Holy Lord of Avalokita, the Bodhisattva, the great being, rose from his seat, put his upper robe over one shoulder, placed his right knee on the earth, bent forward his folded hands toward the Lord, and with a smiling face said to the Lord, "Demonstrate, O Lord, the perfection of wisdom in a few words, which is of great merit. When they merely hear it, all beings will extinguish the obstacles arising from their past deeds, and they will definitely end up in enlightenment. And the mantras of the beings who labor zealously in the evocation of mantras will succeed without fail." Thereupon the Lord gave his approval to the greatly compassionate Holy Lord of Avalokita, the Bodhisattva, the great being. Well said, son of a good family. You who have been engaged for a long time in furthering the weal of all beings, their welfare and their happiness. Therefore, son of a good family, listen and attend well. I will teach you the perfection of wisdom in a few words, which has great merit. When they merely hear it, all beings will extinguish the obstacles arising from their past deeds, and they will definitely end up in enlightenment. And the mantras of those beings who labor zealously at the evocation of mantras will succeed without fail. Thereupon, the Holy Lord of Avalokita, the Bodhisattva, the great being, said to the Lord, "Teach it then, O Sugata, for the weal of all beings, for their welfare and happiness." Thereupon, the Lord at that time entered on the concentration called the liberation from all suffering. When he had entered into that concentration, many hundreds of thousands of Nayutas of Kotis of rays issued from the hair tuft between his eyebrows, and all the Buddha fields were filled with these rays, and all the beings who were touched by that radiance became fixed on the utmost right and perfect enlightenment, even as far as the beings in the hells. And all the Buddha fields shook in 6 ways, and showers of heavenly sandalwood powder rained down on the ground at the feet of the Lord. Thereupon the Lord at that time taught the perfection of wisdom as follows. The Bodhisattva, the great being, should have an even thought. He should have a friendly thought toward all beings. He should be thankful. He should be grateful. And he should desist in his heart from all evil. And this heart of perfect wisdom should be repeatedly recited. Homage to the Triple Jewel. Homage to Sakyamuni, the Tathagata, the Arhat, the fully enlightened one. Om Mune Mune Maha Munya Savaha. Through having gained this perfection of wisdom have I reached the utmost right and perfect enlightenment, and from it all Buddhas have come into being. Therefore, then, have you in front of all the Bodhisattvas been predicted to Buddhahood. You, young man, will become in a future period a Tathagata, an Arhat, a fully enlightened one, perfect in knowledge and conduct, a Sugata, a world-knower, unsurpassed, a tamer of men to be tamed, a teacher of gods and men, a Buddha, a Lord. And all those who will hear this will bear it in mind, recite it, write it, and explain it in detail to others, and who, when this has been made into a written book, will preserve and worship it. They will, even through learning just this little bit, become Tathagatas. Om Jaya Jaya Padampe Avame Avame Saransarani, Diri, Diri, Devata, Anupalani, Yudat Tarini, Para Chakra Nivarini, Puraya, Puraya, Bhagavati, Sarva Asamama, Cha Sarva Satavanan, Cha Sarvan Karma Avaranani, Visohaya, Buddha Adhistita Savaha. This, son of a good family, is the perfection of wisdom in the ultimate sense, the genetrix of all the Buddhas, the mother of the Bodhisattvas, donor of enlightenment, remover of all evil. Even all Buddhas are unable to express in words her advantages, even after hundreds of kotis of eons. Where it is merely being recited, there all the assemblies are consecrated, and all the mantras are realized face to face. Thereupon the holy Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, said to the Lord, "For what reason, O Lord, is this the perfection of wisdom in a few words?" The Lord said, "Because it is an easy means. If there are beings who are dull and stupefied, and if they will bear in mind this perfection of wisdom in a few words, will recite it, read it, cause it to be read, they will, through an easy means, end up in enlightenment. For this reason, son of a good family, has this perfection of wisdom been compressed into a few words." The holy Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, then said to the Lord, "It is wonderful, O Lord, it is greatly wonderful, O Sugata, how, O Lord, for the weal of all beings, this discourse on Dharma has been pronounced, for the sake of dull people, for their welfare, for their happiness." Thus spoke the Lord. Enraptured, the holy Lord of Avalokita, the Bodhisattva, the great being, and the monks and the Bodhisattvas, and the whole world with its gods, men, asuras, and Gandharvas rejoiced in the Lord's teaching.